Statistical Package for the Social Sciences, or known as SPSS, is used by various kinds of researchers for complex statistical data analysis. But in this video, we will be focusing on reliability tests. So, what is reliability test? Reliability test is also known as reliability analysis, which is an analysis of instruments like questionnaires in order to measure a construct accurately and consistently. Reliability analysis also allows you to study the property of measurement scales and the items that compose the scales. Moving on to the instrument reliability analysis. Reliability analysis of instruments or measuring tools is an analysis used in research to determine that the instruments used to measure a construct are truly accurate, consistent, and reliable. In other words, the instrument needs to be tested to have a high reliability. The reliability analysis procedure can be used to estimate the internal consistency of an instrument use. This is linked to the ability of consistent relationship between the items that make up a construct in a constructed instrument. Instruments that are often used as measuring tools are questionnaires that use various kinds of Likert scales. This reliability test aims to determine whether the Likert scale used in the study is reliable or not. In other words, the questionnaires need to be tested in order to know whether the questionnaires have a high reliability or not. Cronbach's alpha is a reliability test conducted in SPSS to measure the internal consistency of an accurate, consistent, and reliable construct. Please be noted, a good coefficient value for Cronbach's alpha is 0.7 and above. This time, we will look at the SPSS procedure for reliability test. So, now let's see the example of how to test the reliability of a data by using SPSS. Okay, for example, we have 10 items to measure the level of stress among teachers in a school, which are labeled as stress 1, stress 2, and so on until stress 10. A 5-point Likert scale is used for the 10 items. Each item is given a Likert scale as below. As we can see, number 1 is represented as strongly disagree, number 2 represents disagree, number 3 represents somewhat agree, and then number 4 represents agree, and lastly number 5 if the respondents strongly agree with a statement. The first step is click button Analyze at the top of the window and then click Scale. You will find the term Reliability Analysis. Click that one. Second step is click all the items which are stress 1 until stress 10 and then enter them in the items box at the right. After that, click button Statistics and a window will come up. In that window, click only 4 boxes. The first one is Item, the second one is Scaled, the third one is Scale if item deleted, and the last one is Correlations. And then click Continue. The next step is, please make sure that Alpha is selected in the box labeled Model. And then the last step is click OK. Alright, we move on to the results. We can see the output display. If we look at the reliability statistic table above, the Cronbach's alpha coefficient for the entire item is 0.687, suggesting that the scale score is reasonable to be trusted for each respondent in this study. However, a good Cronbach's alpha coefficient value should exceed 0.70. If we look at the third column, which is corrected item total correlation, it shows the Pearson correlation is coefficient between the individual item scores and the total score of the remaining items. For example, the correlation is coefficient between the score for stress 1 and all other items, namely stress 2 to until stress 10 is 0.650. This means that the correlation between item stress 1 and all other items shows a positive and moderately strong relationship. A good correlation coefficient value in the corrected item total correlation column should be above 0.30. This means that the correlation coefficient value for stress item 6 does not meet the requirement. This means that stress item 6 should be removed because the correlation coefficient value is less than 0.30. The fourth column, which is Cronbach's alpha if item deleted, shows that the Cronbach's alpha value will be changed if any item is removed. For example, Cronbach's alpha value as a whole is now 0.687, will be smaller, which is 0.609 if stress item 1 is removed. To sum up, Cronbach's alpha value for stress item 1 to 10 except for stress item 6 is less than 0.70. It means that if the stress item 6 is removed, then the overall Cronbach's alpha value, which is now 0.687, will become 0.849. What does it mean? It means that if the stress item 6 is removed, then the overall Cronbach's alpha value will increase from 0.687 to 0.849. If we look at the image on the right, when stress 6 is removed from items box, the overall Cronbach's alpha value will increase from 0.687 to 0.849. Why does Cronbach's alpha value increase when the stress item 6 is removed? The answer is possible question for stress item 6 are negative question and they need to be recoded if stress item 6 is to be used again.